The first item is consideration of voluntary request for special trustee. And I would say that I really encourage us to take this step. I think we really need the advice of someone on accreditation who certainly knows more about it than we do at this table. I think we need someone who will be there outside of the administration to give us answers to questions, to provide us suggestions. One more thing on here that I forgot to mention was the question of what powers does the trustee has. The only power that they have to overrule our board is if we don't act on something that's in accordance with our own plan, our own recovery plan that we'll pass on the end of this month.
And I support it wholeheartedly.
Trustee Bird?
I second that, and I'll be very brief. I just want to say that if we don't take this action ourselves, somebody will take it for us, and I don't really want to do that. I think it's important that
I fully support the move of bringing a special trustee. We need someone that has the expertise on a crucial aspect of what we're facing, which is accreditation. So, full support.
Thank you.
I think voters don't want us just to make decisions for the sake of making decisions. They want us to make decisions that are reasoned, that are well researched, and they want us to make these tough choices, but have some compassion along with them. And, I think, this special trustee, while not ideal and not something that I personally, like having to be in a position of doing, I think it is appropriate for right now, but I think we need to, in terms of negotiations, understand how long they're going to be there, what are the conditions that need to be in place for them to leave. And I think that information needs to be disseminated throughout the community so they can understand and actually help us get to that place where the special trustee can then leave and their duties will be done.
Trustee Walker.
I just want to thank the Chancellor because we had a discussion about the letter that State Chancellor Jack Scott sent, and there was a point where that letter wasn't necessarily public, so I should also be thanking Trustee Jackson because he brought that to the board at the last meeting. And that letter was posted to the website as well as a number of supporting documents that talk about why a voluntary special trustee is a better course to take than an imposed special trustee. And what I did this past weekend is I sent an email to the student body as a student trustee, and in addition to welcoming folks back to school, I did let folks know that this board meeting was happening, and I let folks know where they could get information about this decision. And I just hope that, I understand that there's going to be some public comment about the item, and I just hope that folks are really reviewing information.
Okay, what I want to say is, based on the newspaper article that I read, that's in the SF Gate that said that if we don't voluntarily submit, they're going to send somebody. So what I would like the focus of my comments to be is, I always want to be in a position where there is mutual agreement as much as possible. So if we can maintain our authority, but have some help, I would much rather be in that position than to be in a somewhat adversarial position with somebody coming in with a velvet hammer and hitting me upside the head.
My name is Steve Zeltzer. I'm representing the United Public Workers for Action. I think basically this is a poison pill that they're asking people to take here. They're saying, we'll take care of you. We'll take care of you, and let's vote for it so that way it'll be better, the poison pill. Actually, this thing is from the top, from Lumina. The Chicago teachers are striking against this kind of stuff. War against public education, racist war against the poor and the black and Latino community. That's what this vote is for. Dino and Jack Scott want this. You know why? Because they want to butcher this university, as they've done to other places. They want to sell off these campuses to privatized companies, like University of Phoenix. That's what this is all about.
Good evening. You have a difficult job. Nobody in this room fails to recognize that. I don't think it's a given that there has to be a special trustee invited in or imposed. I think you don't need someone like Jack Scott or Barbara Bino or anybody else to come here and tell you how to run this district. The people have elected you. You take your responsibilities to the best of your ability. We will all help. Many people in this room want to see City College continue. It's a great institution of the people. We will get through this accreditation process, which is a bit of a fiasco by many people's standards, but we will get through it. We will get Prop A passed. We will pass Prop 30 at the state level. We will defeat Prop 32, and City College will continue in pretty much its present form.
Trustees, I said this the last time, I'll say it again. I believe a special trustee is an admission of incompetence. If you guys are incompetent, if you can't be responsible to your position, I'm not sure why any San Francisco voter should vote you back in.
That's right.
Your decisions. It's all about interpreting the language.
This whole process that is going on right now is absurd. Your responsibility, voted on by the people of the city, is to defend our school, not to sell it off to privatize it.
Why must saving money be accomplished by chopping out programs? Why can't all of our programs share in the losses, perhaps some more than others, but none totally eliminated? How can we say that this student is valuable and that one isn't? How can we expect all groups in San Francisco to support our parcel tax campaign if we tell some of them they don't matter anymore? For example, if we take lifelong learning out of the mission statement, why should senior citizens vote for the parcel tax?
Trustees walked out tonight upon students trying to voice their own discontent is not only troubling, but it's indicative of the way that they're going to respond. They tried to rush through something which is incredibly unpopular within our student body. We have a choice to begin to follow the rules that have been handed to us, rules of austerity, rules of privatization, rules of making sure that profitability is the only thing that matters. Or we can begin to fight for something different. It's not something that's just going to happen a couple of years down the line. It's not like we can just impose austerity, impose these cuts, and expect a couple of years from now things are going to be okay and we can once again rebuild this school and this community. It's not going to happen. If we continue to play by their rules, things will only get worse. this obviously does not end today. Really, this is a great first action, but we need everyone who's here to get involved. The organization, this didn't just happen spontaneously. There's an organization called Save CCSF that has been organizing to say no to this. And we would love it if everybody here could get involved, because if we have even more people participating, we're going to have even more of an impact, and we can actually stop this. A lot of us have felt maybe no, maybe at most we can protest, at most we can just say we're against this. But I think if we look at Chicago, you can see that actually when you take action and a lot of people dedicate their time and you're able to mobilize thousands of people, you can actually change what's going on. And we need to start dreaming and thinking big. And I think if we're able to actually have a social movement in San Francisco to save this school, to say no to the accreditation, to say yes to bail out CCSF, we can actually stop the accreditation process. We can actually bail out CCSF, and we can be an example for all of the community colleges throughout the state and throughout the country that right now are under the exact same gun. Just as Chicago is a critical test for what they want to do through K through 12, CCSF is a critical test for what they want to do to community colleges.
We spoke about reaching out, we spoke about Chris Hedges and that neo-feudal society they have in mind for all of us, which is beyond austerity, which is a new kind of slavery, and it's happening everywhere. It varies, but we need to reach out to our brothers and sisters around the city, around the state, around the planet, to let them know this is happening. So that we need to, so I want to suggest we also send a special message out to say that we've occupied the chamber.
Okay, so the second item of business is that we all appoint ourselves the special trustee, and we oppose any kind of other special trustee. All in favor? Aye! Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Now we will take speakers on next steps. So anybody that wants to speak?
Real quick comment, kind of the next step. I think in the next Board of Trustee meeting, assuming that we let them meet again. By the way, I'm Mike Estrada, I teach at City College of San Francisco. I think we should have the Board of Trustee make a public statement condemning police action against the students or any other community members in faculty. Being a long-term activist, I can't stand the thought or just even see or be around any type of confrontation between police and students. Police should not be putting their hands on students or just have any sort of campuses. This epitomizes, right, democracy is supposed to in terms of our own intellectual development, our participation, right? People being critical thinkers, and for police, whenever they want to throw out people who just disagree with the status quo, right, that's a transgression against us all, I think, and should probably be considered criminal in a more just society. I would like to put the Board of Trustees next meeting, have them make a public statement, try to pressure them to make a public statement against police acting violently against nonviolent demonstrators.
Cops off campus!
I want to take that motion as a formal proposal. I think we should take a vote. So, who is in favor of a statement condemning the police action against students today? All opposed? Abstentions? So it's unanimous.
So William, what do you think of this event?
I think it's phenomenal that students took over a public meeting in San Francisco, and I'm at a loss of words. I'm surprised.